I would have you to know, and it's not just black teachers either. I would have you to know that white women have a thing for these young black boys. White women, HWYTE, have a thing for these young boys. And they're not necessarily teachers. They be 22, 23, 24, 30, 40, 50, 60. They love them some young boys before they get tainted with the system. They love them some young boys. This woman right here, a 22-year-old is arrested and being charged. What is she being charged with, might you add? For posing as a girl that is much younger in order to attract younger boys. You cannot make this up. It is actually a thing. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Check it out.
And first up here at 10, a Tampa woman accused of posing as a homeschooled middle schooler over social media and molesting a student is now facing new charges. 4 more victims have come forward, accusing 23-year-old Alyssa Zinger of lewd and lascivious behavior. Fox 13's Jennifer Baglis joins us now live in the newsroom. And Jennifer, how long has this been going on?
Yeah, Brianna, you may recall our coverage in November when Alyssa Zinger was first arrested after one boy between the ages of 12 and 15 came forward, stating she posed as a 14-year-old over Snapchat and lured them to engage in sexual acts.
Now, 4 more victims, all between 12 and 15 years old, have come forward, stating Zinger targeted them too. Zinger, who had been released on bond from her November arrest, was put in handcuffs again on Thursday, now facing 11 felonies, including lewd and lascivious battery and molestation, possession of child pornography, sexual cyber harassment, and more.
The charges are very serious.
Friday, ahead of Zinger's first appearance in court, State Attorney Susie Lopez called the case every parent's worst nightmare.
She was preying upon these victims who believed that they were actually her age when in fact she's a grown-up.
In November, Zinger was arrested by Tampa police. According to search warrants we obtained, in May 2023, she befriended students at Woodrow Wilson Middle School on Snapchat, posing as a 14-year-old homeschooled student, and engaged in more than 30 sexual acts with 1 or more students from the school. Some she recorded and sent to other students. At the time, Zinger pled not guilty.
State Attorney's Office has a dedicated unit, the Special Victims Unit. Our attorneys there are qualified and are trained to deal with cases such as this in dealing with young victims who have been through traumatic experiences.
Now, with a total of 5 victims coming forward, Lopez says there could be even more out there.
This is an ongoing investigation, and so she could have traveled to other counties. We just don't know at this point.
Friday, Zinger's defense attorney Daniel Fernandez spoke about what's to come this Monday in a pretrial hearing.
We're obviously going to be seeking bail, so we'll be filing our own motion.
I asked Tampa police if these 4 victims all go to Woodrow Wilson Middle. I'm told that can't be disclosed at this time. This is still an active investigation.
Let me tell you what I think happened. One of them found out that she was older, and they was happy to be with her because they was like, yeah, I'm busting it down for a real one. Then they found out that the homeboys was over there busting her down for a real one that was going to the same school. And then jealousy set in, and next thing you know, everything imploded. I'm telling you what happens with a lot of these situations. That's my assumption. I don't know for sure. But here, I'll give it to you from a different angle. Make sure you guys understand what's going on.
Now to a stunning case out of Tampa. That's where a woman allegedly posed as a teenager and tricked at least 5 boys under the age of 14 into dating her. Calvin is in the newsroom with what else was revealed in court today.
And what a bizarre case here. Investigators say even family and friends of those boys met Alyssa Zinger under the guise that she was a teenager. In a hearing to determine if Alyssa Zinger walks free until her trial, Judge Laura Ward did not hold back on the evidence placed in front of her.
What we know is you have been the adult, you have been preying upon them, you have been taking advantage of them, you have been abusing them based on the allegations that the state has put forth.
Judge Ward ordered Zinger to remain in jail.
She's not even an ugly chick. That's the interesting thing about it. Like, she not big and fat and ugly and all of this stuff. She just nasty. And she got a demon on her back. And she out here doing stuff that she shouldn't be doing. Nasty, 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 nasty. She got a nasty demon on her back. She could have got with grown men and let them do whatever it is that they wanted to do. But no, she wanted to bust it down for a real one. That's what she wanted to do. I'm going to show y'all a video of her in one of the videos that she used to lure one of these young guys. But I'll get to that in a minute.
22-year-old is accused of posing as a homeschooled 14-year-old to sexually abuse at least 5 different teenagers between 13 and 14 years old in 2023. Detective Amanda Baranski testified Monday about what she uncovered, including alleged abuse of young boys. One victim telling investigators Zinger got jealous of his new girlfriend and started sharing revenge porn.
He indicated that a sexually explicit video of himself and another minor was being circulated through Snapchat.
Did he know who was doing it?
Yes.
Who was that?
He identified the person as Miss Alyssa Zinger.
Throughout the testimony, Judge Ward took note of Zinger's response to those claims.
Every time something happens that the state puts on that maybe you disagree with, you shake your head no. You don't seem to understand that the problem is not who recorded the video. The problem is you are in multiple videos with young boys 13 and 14 years old. You are an adult. You are manipulating, taking advantage of these young boys.
She also called out Zinger's parents, who were present in the courtroom, for their actions during the search warrant.
Look at the father don't even want to be seen. Look at the father. Once the mother whispered over to the father, like, hey, the camera is on you, father said, that's what mama said. Hey, listen, the camera is on you. Daddy didn't know that she was out there busting it down for a real one. Look.
Parents who were present in the courtroom for their actions during the search warrant.
But what I can't
He ain't trying to be in this video. He like, nah, Anton gonna be playing this on the Millionaire Morning Show. Nah, man, I got to go to my construction job in the morning. He just went. He was already on camera. Now I would have just said, flip them the bird or something like that. It's too late now.
understand is when they are trying to help you to the extent that it interferes with the criminal investigation and to the extent that it helps you.
That's what he did. He hit the lean with it. Rock with it.
Accountability and responsibility.
Body cam video shows her parents handing over a phone to police, but processing suggests it was actually her mother's old phone, one that never downloaded social media accounts and hadn't placed a call since 2021.
And prosecutors would not say if criminal charges are possible for her parents. Meanwhile, investigators are looking into possible more victims out there. Zinger.
They actually trying to charge the parents too. Let me see if I can pull up another video for y'all. So this is some of the videos that she had on the Snapchat, apparently, that they went and found.
Alyssa Zinger, a 23-year-old grocery store worker.
Hell no. I don't know no young boy that's not taking advantage of that. Y'all can think what y'all want to think.
Alyssa Zinger, a 23-year-old grocery store worker.
Yeah, they taking that. It's different for boys. That right there, I'm just telling you. It ain't nobody that she can't. That's what makes her a predator, is because you out there acting like you 14 and you built like a 23-year-old. Nah, hell no.
Dancing on TikTok. She was already in legal trouble, accused of having sex with a junior high school student. Now she's facing more charges, and her parents could also be in trouble. We have the scoop. Thanks for joining me for Crime Fix. I'm accused of posing as a homeschooled 14-year-old girl so she could have sex with a boy who was between 12 and 15 years old. We first told you about Zinger last December when she was charged with 2 felony counts of lewd or lascivious battery and 5 felony counts of lewd or lascivious molestation. Now Zinger is in the Hillsborough County Jail in Tampa.
See, that's what you get, Brian B. You automatically say, nah, doing all of that jumping around and Snapchatting and stuff like that, being off beat, acting like you ain't got no rhythm. Well, she might not have no rhythm, but not having no rhythm and jumping up and down with all of them, man, that ain't nothing but the devil. That's absolutely a Lord. Man, it's grown men that can't not see it through. It's grown men that can't not see it through. You telling me that ain't no young bull gonna take advantage of that? Shit. I've seen dudes do more for less. Do more for less.
Facing even more charges. She's now accused of having sex with 5 boys who are either 13 or 14. Now, this isn't a complete shock because called Zinger reported that Zinger had sent
Look
a
at that shit.
The investigation began last October.
Yeah, that's it. It's over. That's it. That's a grown woman right there. That's a grown woman. I don't know no grown men. Yeah, I do know some that'll pull back. But it's very few grown men that wouldn't be like, yeah, I see it through. I'll figure it out. And you trying to tell me dudes that ain't even these young bulls? Man, yeah, right. Look at her. That's a grown woman. Talking about you 14. They be looking at them little frail needle nose glasses chicks that's in their class, and then they look at her Snapchat, they be like, man, I'm telling you, these young boys, they ain't nothing to play with. Ain't nothing to play with. She can sit there and pose all. They knew. What you don't think that they knew, they ain't look at her and they said, yeah, she 14. Man, they looked at her, they looked at their classmates, and it's like, well, she might not be 14, but they gonna see it through anyway. That's what makes it such a bad situation. That's what makes it such a predatory bad situation. Listen, prayers up for the young boys. Prayers up for the young boys, but I'm telling you why they seen it through. I had to give y'all a little bit more insight so that y'all understand what was going on.